Hi guys, and welcome back to the BAM Famalam.
So this week we're going to tell you about how we decided to move across the other side of the world to Australia.
About to leave, already packing, come with me, I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know.
I think the first thing to say is that we actually had a pretty good life in England. We weren't, I feel like it makes it sound like we had a bad life or that things weren't good enough for us. But actually we had a really lovely home. We lived in a lovely area, in a really nice village. So we weren't hard done by at all. There was nothing wrong with our life that we had. We felt that there was something more waiting for us.
Yeah, it's just when you go day to day and you just feel like there's something missing. All the way through, I think from being a young boy, I knew England wasn't going to be the place I'd stay.
You're forever home.
Yeah.
Back when I was in my teens, I went to school in Australia and I loved it. I thought it was absolutely great and I had the time of my life, which is, I felt so at home. Obviously I had to go back to England, my family were there and I couldn't stay here, but I always had the intention that I would move back over here. So it's been my lifelong goal to move back here. However, as time went on, as I had children and I got older, I kind of thought that that was now not going to happen, and so that dream I actually put to one side and realised that it wasn't going to happen until Ben started speaking about immigrating.
That's me.
Yeah, that's Ben. Ben started saying that he wanted to move to Canada. I freaked out and said absolutely not, it is far too cold. It was colder than England and I couldn't even cope with an English winter. That chill in your bones, it just, oh my gosh, it was just the worst. So I said no, we can move to Australia though, and he said no.
Just because we couldn't agree on Australia or Canada, we decided to keep our options open and keep an open mind. Although I don't think Maz really did. I think she had her heart set on Australia. Yeah, I wanted Canada originally because I liked the idea of all the seasons that they have. When it's winter, it is real winter. When it's summer, it seems like it's a really nice summer. I really like the idea of the girls being able to go snowboarding and skiing and all of the snow activities they do over there. Maz has got family there, so we actually done Skype calls to them, asked their advice, asked them what it's like, so forth and so forth.
And they did sell it really well. Just in case you're listening, Jules and Shane, we would have loved to have lived by you.
But Maz still had her heart set on Australia. And I loved Australia, seeing all the stuff of it when I was growing up, because Australia was really big in the 80s and early 90s.
There was lots of it on the TV, wasn't there?
Yeah, round the twist.
And to be honest, that's why I went to school here, because I was so excited when I watched programmes like Home and Away. I really wanted to go to school here, so I did.
And that's Maz's dream, to still go to the Home and Away set.
Yeah, that's my lifelong dream, is just
happen.
to go and visit the Home and Away set. But if by any chance it falls into anybody from Home and Away's newsfeed, then please, we want to come and visit.
Yeah.
I might have to tag them.
We've actually been.
That'll work?
Yeah. Was it 2 years ago, we actually went to Melbourne, and so we saw the Neighbours set.
Well, it wasn't the Neighbours set, we just drove down the street.
Yeah, down the street. That felt quite fun. Because
yeah.
I was singing a song all the way around. Anyway, back to subject.
What a weirdo.
Yeah, looking for Bouncer. So,
I think Bouncer's long gone.
Oh, maybe, I don't know, it's the only dog I know.
Anyway, so we decided no to Canada because it was just too cold, even though my cousins did a great job of selling it.
I still want to go visit. Maz suggested that we do a recce trip because I've never been to Australia, so she just wanted to open my eyes to this country. So yeah, we booked our flights and over we came. Yeah.
We had 2 weeks here, just on our own, no kids,
Oh, it's lovely.
Oh, I missed them so much. I cried every time I saw pictures of them.
Yeah.
But we had a great time.
That was my first ever trip without kids. It's nice to feel
like just a couple.
Yeah.
We stayed in Broadbeach, right by Surfers Paradise on the Gold Coast. We started our 2-week holiday and we were really looking forward to it, but then we went grocery shopping.
Yeah.
And everything was so expensive, and we just thought, how are we ever going to afford to live here? And it really put us off, didn't it? And the first few days we were thinking, there's no way we can move here.
Yeah, I think the problem is it was a holiday area where we went, so I think some of the stuff they sort of put the price up a little bit more.
Maybe, but yeah, it just really put us off, didn't it? And
yeah, it's definitely a shock to the system.
Yeah. So to begin with, probably for the first week, we thought, okay, we're not moving here. It's nice, but we'll be broke.
Yeah. Or we'd just be working constantly just to pay basics. That, and we had really bad jet lag for the first week.
Oh, we're horrible with jet lag, or Ben is anyway.
I get really bad anger jet lag going from the UK to Australia, but I'm okay going the other way.
Yeah.
It's really weird. But yeah, I was quite moody for the first week. Maz was a little bit, and we was just clashing. So I think that's another reason why Australia wasn't selling it to us the first week.
Yeah, I think we just were tired. We were beginning to really think that we were going to put ourselves in a bad position financially by doing it. We still went ahead with looked around some display villages, some houses, went to some open houses, really kind of looked into things a bit more. We realised that the wages actually compensated for the more expensive lifestyle, and also, you know, you go to somewhere when you're on holiday, the closest store, and things are a bit more expensive. Yeah. Whereas if you know where to shop, it's not so bad at all.
Just a little bit out of your comfort zone, not knowing where your best places are. And
as time went on the holiday, we just felt so comfortable, didn't we?
Yeah, that last week really sold it to me.
We got rid of our jet lag after the first week.
Mainly me.
Yeah, didn't want to say, but and that's when everything changed. So we started taking things slowly, in, you know, just enjoying our day rather than trying to rush to see everything. And we realised that there are other places to shop and that everything needn't be quite so expensive. We realised the wages really compensate for the cost of everything, and that was a game changer. But then we also noticed how friendly everybody was, and that we would get stopped and we would chat to anyone passing. I was used to that in England, in that I would chat to everybody in a shop and anywhere, but I did get funny looks because it's not the norm where we're from. But here it's absolutely the norm, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
And we liked that, didn't we?
Yeah, you started calling me a social butterfly.
Yeah, he all of a sudden went from grouchy to butterfly.
It's because in central London, sort of you get used to head down and get to where you need to go. For me, the main reason I wanted to move to Australia was a better life for me, Maz, and especially the girls. I could see that them growing up here would be such an amazing opportunity for life in the future.
So it just felt right. So we weren't missing anything in our lives. We felt like there was more. We didn't want to just be people that work to live. We wanted to create a lifestyle for us and the kids, and we couldn't wait to bring our kids here.
So then we decided if we was going to make this move, it is going to have to be pretty soon, because Lily was about to start secondary school. She had 1 year left of primary school, and the girls were going to start school in the next year or two. So it was a sort of a perfect transition time.
We got back into, so when we flew back home, we arrived back at Heathrow and we drove out of Heathrow Airport, and we just looked at each other and went, can we just get on the first flight back? Like, yeah, it was grey.
Let's go grab the kids and we'll go back now.
Yeah, it was so grey. We knew that this is where we wanted to be. We felt, when we were here, we felt like this was our home.
Yeah,
It just felt right.
We found out what we needed to do to move here. We worked really hard for that next, year and a half. And then as soon as we got the call to say we've got our visa, we was on the flight that day. And then we set up in Australia.
Yeah.
Ta-ta, look at this. Living the dream.
Anyway, if you've got any questions about how, why we made our decision and how we made it, drop them in the comments below. We always read comments. Please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next week. Today we're going to tell you about why we made the decision to move to Australia, why we made the decision to move across the world to the other side of the world to Australia. It's alright, I can edit bits out.
Right. You confused me. Across the world, around the world.
Across the world, round the world.
To the other side of
the world.
And all around the world in so many times.
Yeah, all around the world in like about 5 seconds that it took me to tell you about it.
Yeah, she did it 3 times.
Yeah. 3 times around the world in about 5 seconds. Yeah.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the BAM Famalam. Today we're going to tell you why we travelled halfway around the world to live in Australia.
Good intro, Ben.
We're practicing. I've only done about 30 or 40 of these now. Ready?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, short and fun.
Not wobbly.
Like you, 5'11".
Although now I find Maz talks even longer to everyone. Like when you have a baby and you've got to set up 3 or 4 hours in advance to go out, we have to do that every time we want to go to a shop. Because when Maz goes there, just to buy a bag of tea bags or something like that, she's there for a good half hour to an hour because she just bumps into everyone chatting.
That's true.
Welcome back to I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here!